Hello, it is a beautiful day outside, so I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a garden tour. There is not much, let me tell you, but you'll get a view of the layout and a few of the little things that we started planting already. So this is the yard. If you watched my short videos, there was one of us plotting these last fall, but we have been cultivating them and we have planted. This first bed is my cool weather crops. I just watered. And we have lettuce, radish, carrot. This fourth one over here is gonna be celery, broccoli, beets, and spinach. But the only ones that have come up so far are lettuce. You see that little lettuce? There's some coming over there. Very tiny little sprouts. And then in the next row, these are all lettuce. It's making me really happy that they're coming up. The next row we have radishes, which I will be thinning later on. But they're looking beautiful and green and happy. In the same bed we have broccoli coming up. You can see it right there. There's a few others down the way, but you can't really see them at this angle. And that's all that's come up so far in this bed. Over here is our infamous parsley that I keep telling you guys about. This little bed is right next to the house, and my oldest son always likes to plant here. I know it's in the shade, but for some reason stuff grows really well. Last year his plants came up and did a lot better than mine. So we'll see what happens this year. Right now, nothing is up yet. Before I show you that second bed right there, that's the one we just looked at. That's the second bed. On this other side, I am planting wildflowers. My son tilled this up yesterday and I broadcasted them here and in between these two trees, and then watered them in really well. That was yesterday. We'll see if they actually come up. It said on the package that they can grow in the shade, which, as you can see, these are below some trees. So we'll see if they actually come up. Back to our second bed, you can see the row of scallions that I've talked to you guys about in other videos. Down here we have the onions that came from my kitchen. They're still growing. We had a frost about a week ago and a lot of their tops got yellowed and I had to trim them off, but they're still growing. Like underneath, more green is coming, and so I'm just letting them alone. I'm watering them and we'll see what they do as the year goes on. Our row of scallions, looking a little more thin, but they're still going. I'm confident in those root systems, so I'll keep you updated on how they do. There's the first, second, and this is our third bed. There is absolutely nothing in here yet. It is going to be for our tomato plants, but we have been cultivating it, getting up old weeds, new weeds, keeping the soil worked, so it'll be ready in May when we plant. Our fourth bed is fully planted since my oldest son planted over by the house. My other boys wanted to have their own plots, gardening plots. So we have one of my boys planted in here, and then another planted there, and another planted there. So they were really excited to have their own little garden plots. This one is the only one that actually has anything in it right now. There's broccoli right here, you can see, right there. They're baby broccolis. The other green, oh, there's some right there too. The other green you see is from my neighbor's trees, are blooming right now. And then over here are my son's radishes. They're coming up and looking beautiful. There's some on this side, and then there's some over there as well. all growing in a line. And they have these cute little rock walls to divide their plots. One of my boys drew these cute little pictures to go on his markers. Kale, radish had a little radish, and then of course carrot has a little carrot. This is our very last bed. I haven't planted anything in here, but a few volunteer plants have come up, as Bree Ellis would call them. If you're not watching her channel, it's a lot of fun. She's also a Kansas gardener. This one, he's looking a little spent because of the frost. This one over here I feel like is doing better. And then I got this one, which I believe is an onion. And over here is another that looks like an onion. We're still planning on putting compost piles over here. We just got the go-ahead from the guy who's going to supply our pallets. So all we have to do is go and get those and set them up. So I'm excited to get that going. And that is just about it. That is the little bit we have going. Not much, but I don't like doing transplants, so we waited till we could sow directly in the ground, and I will give you updates on how that goes. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.